Hey y'all, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here at Seed Time Harvest. I have been enjoying this weather. I cannot believe it's not even 70 yet and it's 11 o'clock. I know I've been missing in action. I got ready for a market on Saturday and then I hit my head Saturday night and that kind of took me out of the game for a minute. So we're back on track and we're going to take a look at our garden. So I'm going to flip you around and show you some stuff that's going on. All right, there we have an empty gray pot that I'm going to be planting in. Probably spinach or lettuce, not really sure. This pot is doing great. And it's got peas, red cabbage, and our carrots are coming along beautifully. But we definitely keep it covered because the grasshoppers are still really active here. This is mallow. I'm going to harvest all of this and reclaim that pot for fall planting. And of course our comfrey. We're just going to keep letting it go until it's done going. This is a pot that I've had so much trouble with. You've kind of seen me, but now these onions are doing great, and I have no idea what that is, but it is happy, and it is some sort of brassica. This one is spinach. It was purple sprouting broccoli, but that did not survive. And this is one of the things we're going to trim later, and I'll have that in a later video for you. My watermelon vine is absolutely going crazy. And then in the back, we have some beans. What do we have? Purple bean. It's a bush bean. And this is broccoli rabe. Sorry, I just found the tags. So you can see our watermelon. It starts here under the okra. And it's going and going and going and going and going. And look, a little baby watermelon that is not going to have time to finish because it's cooling off here. I've been eating lots of okra, and this week I actually took a break from okra, and then I cleaned up the plants last night, and look, already they're that big just from yesterday. It amazes me. And our alyssum comes and goes. This little pot dries out really fast. It's probably a 3-gallon, and it dries out real fast, and so it's not very happy. I figured out what was in here, tearing up our seedlings. This is supposed to be cabbage. There's nothing in there. There's frogs living in these pots, and that's why my dog has been getting in there. These are strawberries. Out of 16 strawberry plants, we have 2 left. So, hey, that's better than 0. And then this is a cabbage plant. And then this one has been dug up. That's where we found that bone the other day. And then, let me back up if I can. That is our Rosella. And these are pecan trees. They're doing great, but I'm not sure what I underplanted them with. I feel like it might be carrots because it does not taste like parsley or dill, and it's not dill. Yeah, there's a bunch. And then we have our baby figs. They're doing okay. Don't expect them to do super great until they get some roots. And the other side of the Rosella. There's a chair for reference, size reference. It's a beast. I've never had a Roselle. I haven't grown Roselle in years since I was in West Texas. But out there, I guess the wind kept them contained because they did not grow like this. And then our chives, you know, I don't know what is wrong with me and chives, but so far out of 100 seeds, I got one. And I'm happy for one. So hopefully we can keep it alive. And this is a miscellaneous pot. And I'm not sure what these are because I did not plant any kind of melon or cucumber. But there it is, something in there. And then our carrots and one of the brassicas. And as I say, I have to go back and watch my own videos so that I know what I planted where. But I haven't had time to do that. So our pea patch is beautiful, but these cool nights have slowed it down dramatically. And it's just time to pull anyway because I want my onion seed in the ground by October 23rd. So we're going to do that. I'll do it on a video later. We'll clean out this bed and I'll show you what I'm going to do to revamp this bed and get rid of some of the weed seeds and grass, and then we're going to plant it with onions. I have about 4,000 onion seeds. Doubt that I'm going to plant that many, but you never know. I get carried away sometimes. See that bean there in the pecan tree? I'm sorry, that's not a pecan tree. See that bean there in the peach tree? Yeah, they climbed way up in that tree. And I have a few that climbed the fence, which I've never seen that before, but that's fine. Whatever. So yeah, you see all this grass along the edge. We're going to get rid of that. And this bed is going to be reclaimed hard for our onions. So look at this. We have got some beautiful a bunch of Brandywine. And if I lift this up, which I can't do because last time I did, I broke a big limb, so I don't want to lift it. But this is pink Brandywine. I got free seeds from Baker Creek years and years and years ago. And this is, yeah. It's full of tomatoes. So I've been thinking, should I give them away or should I make some really yummy sauce with them? See? And these are dwarf Sioux. Look at that. Absolutely going bonkers. Just big, huge clusters of tomatoes. So I'm excited. Cucumbers are almost done. They are almost done, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I may just burn it off. I'm out in the country, so I can do that. So let's look at the Roselle from this side. It starts there. This is 3 plants, mind you. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes all the way over to here. And that, I believe, is 10 feet. So that's a pretty good spread for our Roselle. And here's our Vitex. It is doing grand. And then it smells kind of interesting too. And then we have, in here, we have a blackberry somewhere. And yeah, blackberry's not looking so good at all. we will, that looks like lack of water. Probably because the Roselle is blocking the sprinkler and the water, so I'll fix that today and give it a shot of fertilizer. So that's another porter. We've still got porters, and look at how big they are. I don't know if you can size reference. So that's way bigger than porters are supposed to be. This is another pink Brandywine, and there is fruit on this one. It gets more shade, so it's not as vigorous as the other one. And look at that. Look at that. I missed those last night, picking all my okras. Look at. I do need more birds around here, and I met a man at the market, and he suggested that what he does is he puts out bird seed. And he puts out a birdseed little feeder in the middle of his garden. And while they're visiting the seed feeder, they either scare off or eat the grasshoppers. So might try that. So you can see I had this covered and it keeps getting uncovered, so I got to get more diligent with clips and stuff, rope, whatever. But it's doing good. But you can see there's grasshopper inside. This bed's going to get cleaned up. I have no idea what this is besides the mallow, and I really feel like I just need to harvest all my mallow because I need the space for things I can eat. I appreciate my herbs, but I have 2 quarts of mallow already. This one's almost ready. Something we're going to do this year with this garlic chives. It's been in this pot, the same pot, for years and years, at least 6 years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pot, I'm going to dump it out on a big old piece of cardboard or a tarp. I'm going to fill the bottom half with soil, fresh soil, and then pop the whole clump back in. I may divide some of it, and I really feel like fall is going to be the best time to do that after it flowers. I would think that would be good. But you can see, oh look, I popped a seed loose. So those are almost ready. This got a very nice piece of grass growing. That's about it. All my cabbages, cabbages, cauliflowers, everything that I had planted out this way, they're gone. And another reason I want to expose this bed and get all these plants out of here, the pea plants, is because I do have a sweet potato vine, and I want to give it as much space as it needs for a couple weeks. So desert willow's doing great. I planted over Richard. It was a tiny little thing, and now it's got all these beautiful leaves, and so it's doing good. Hibiscus is done. I'm probably going to cut it down to the ground because it doesn't come back from the stalk. It reseeds. So 4 o'clocks are done. And, oh dear, I need to come out and collect these seed heads. I just dropped one that was ready. Well, it might reseed itself too, that's fine. But I definitely am not planting the Rosella in here next year. Did you see that bumble in the flower? Lots of flowers on the Roselle. This one needs to be covered. It's pak choi. We're also going to trim that out and get it thinned. This is another pot of mallow. Need to get that gone. This is our garlic. Oh, garlic is coming out of the ground. So we planted this the other day, and I need to get it covered because I don't want it eaten as soon as it sprouts. And then our okra is still doing fine. I'm not going to really worry about that. These are beets, possibly Swiss chard. So, and this I tried to transplant and it went into shock because I ripped part of the taproot. But I'm going to keep it watered and keep it going. Okay, so that's our little mini tour. Oh, and look, our eucalyptus is doing so good. But I really want it to be about 10 times bigger so I can use it for Christmas gifts. And this, look at this. That has become my first okra seed pod. And I will let that dry on the vine, on the plant, and it will provide me with 80 to 100 seeds for next year. So that's it for a tour. Thank y'all for coming along on this tour. Hope you learned something new. And what seeds are y'all sowing?